Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to FTB Beyond. That's right, folks, we're back in our Beyond world. We're doing the modded Minecraft thing, having a great time doing it. Last episode, we built this this energy core, and as you can tell, as you might be able to see just by looking at it, it's a little bigger than when we left off. So what I've been doing is, in the interim between episodes, I did upgrade this a couple of times. We are actually now at Tier 4. To do Tier 4, you had to add redstone blocks and more draconium blocks. Those are easy enough to make. So we now have a Tier 4 energy core capable of holding 9.88 billion, with a B, billion RF. And it is currently gaining RF, so right now it's going, roughly 800 RF a tick in the increase. But there have also been times where I've noticed that it will dip down into the negative, and negative is no bueno. We don't like negative. Negative is no good. So what are we going to do? We are going to upgrade our solar panels in the end today. We're going to head over to the end, and we're going to build the Tier 3 solar panel, the Tier 3 solar panel controller, and actually we're going to do a couple of those things. So I've been working on some recipes, right? So let's go into @environmental tech. And we've got a few things in here. So like I just did I not do that? I may not have done that. Oh no, I haven't done that. So we want to make a Tier 3 controller, right? So the recipe for that, pretty straightforward, not too shabby. It's 4 of these stabilized ender pearls. It's 2 of your Tier 2 controllers. And then it's 2 pieces of mica. We're getting mica from the Void Resource Miner, and we've actually done a pretty good job on getting some of those. And we need a solar cell. So I can make the solar cells, I can make the Tier 2 controllers, I can make the stabilized ender pearls. We just need to get a recipe for our Tier 3 ones. So let's see if we can do that real quick. So here's the Tier 3. What do we have? We just have the mica. So we need to make at least one of those. Cool, thank you very much. We need to make at least one of these Tier 2 panels. No, we don't want to make both. Not yet. Next, and go. Okay, so that'll take care of that. And what was the other thing that it said we needed? We need a Tier 3. Oh, we need a solar panel, a solar cell. So let's go ahead and make one of those also. That way we can finish up this recipe. Now we can go ahead and do this, Tier 3. Thank you very much. Move all of those. We don't want to do that. We want to create a recipe. Recipes are our friend. We want recipes. So let's see, solar panel controller. That would be this thing right here, Tier 3. Cool. Add those to the recipe. Perfect. So now we can create a new hello. Why? Oh, can't click on that. That's right. So now we can do this new thing here. Encoded pattern, Tier 3 controller. Now, what other stuff do we need? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the book. In the instructions here, go to Tier 3, and so, whoops, that was a solar array right there. There we go, Tier 3 solar array. We need 32 structure blocks, woohoo, of Tier 3 or above. So we need to make a recipe for that. We need to have 49 solar cells. Those are easy. And we need to have 8 modifier cores. We got 4 modifier cores on the thing already. So we just need 4 more of those. And how many solar cells do we have already? We have 25 on the Tier 2. So we need another 24 to go along with that. So, okay, let's go ahead and tell it to go ahead and make some of this stuff. Let's just pull up environmental tech again. Let's tell it to go ahead and make 24 of these. So 10, 20, 3, 4. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Cool. Okay, so that'll get those going. We need to make 2 Tier 3 solar panel, or we need to make 1 Tier 3 controller. So let's go ahead and tell it to make that. Cool. And the other thing that we said that we needed was we need structure blocks. Tier 3 structure blocks. That's right. So Tier 3 structure block. Okay. Now we can do some different things here now. We can actually do some different things here now because we actually have this basalt and alabaster now too. But I think we're going to stick with the hardened stone because the hardened stone is pretty cool. It is what it is. So I think we're going to go ahead and stick with that. So let's go ahead and see if we can make a recipe for this. Tier 3 hardened stone. No, okay, so we need to make some hardened stone structure blocks of the tier 2 ones. Structure block. Is this thing it? That's the tier 1. Did I not have a recipe for tier 2? Let's go ahead and make one of these, right? Start. Okay. Yep. Structure block. Where'd it go? Over here. Okay, so there's our tier. That's a hardened stone. Basalt. Hardened stone. Tier 1. So now we need to make a recipe for tier 2. Alright, that's easy enough. So structure block. Structure block. There we go. We've got our recipe for tier 1, right? Yes. Let's make a recipe for tier 2. So let's move the items there. Cool. Get a recipe. And while we're at it, get a block. Excellent. Now we can come over here and drop this in here. Coolness. Come back over to here and do structure block again. Oh, stupid thing. I hate it when it does that. I wish I could remember how to turn off the R and the U, you know, the recipes and the uses function in the NEI sync thing on the terminal. I can't remember how to do it. All right, so we can make tier 2 blocks now. Yes, yes. I can make tier 2 blocks now. So now I need to be able to make tier 3 blocks. All right, so take that, do like that. That gives me a tier 3 block. We'll go ahead and make one, and we'll go ahead and get our recipe. I wanted to make one because I'm going to go ahead and set up the functionality for tier 4 as well, because we can do that. We got the nether stars, so we can go ahead and make that recipe too. That way we don't have to make it later when we're ready to upgrade this thing to tier 4, which we may. I don't know. We might do that soon. This was the tier 4, so here's the tier 3. Here's the tier 4. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's take a look at that. What is it going to take to just max this puppy out? Solar array, tier 4. Tier 4. 40 structure blocks of tier 4 or better. 81 solar cells. You know what? I think we can do this. I'm pretty sure we can do this because we've got all the stuff. I'm almost positive we got all the stuff. So at environmental, and there goes the stupid thing again. I need to turn that off. Environmental. So to make the tier 4 controller, it's just 4 nether stars. I got boatloads of those. There's my tier 4 controller right there. I don't even really need a recipe for this. I'm just going to go ahead and make it. I can't make it. I got to have the recipe. That's fine. We'll just tell it to go ahead and make it. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of this stuff auto crafted up, and then when I come back, we'll have everything that we need to have a tier 4 solar array, and this thing's going to be amazing. This tier 4 solar array. Check this out. Tier 4, 46,000 RF per tick. How about that? That's going to be amazing. I love it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff crafted up, get all the auto crafting going because we've got everything all set up for it. The only thing, I'll have to make a recipe for tier 4 structure blocks. We might as well do that together too. Structure blocks, tier 4, right there. Did I make that recipe already? Tier 3, tier 4. Oh, I did. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, get all these things crafted up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, yeah, so we definitely have an issue here in the end. So I just teleported over here from the base, and as you can see, this capacitor has like no power in it. So we definitely have to do something about that. So first things first, let's go ahead and get this capacitor out of our way, right? Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this, okay? Then I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this solar panel controller. So if I just go ahead and break that one, and I think I'm probably going to have to break the sides of this. Everything else should configure up okay. So let's go ahead and break these. These are the old tier 2 structure blocks. Hey. Oh, that's okay. We're good. Yep. I don't want to look at any Enderman. I mean, I could because I could take them out pretty easy, but don't really want to. There we go. And yeah. Perfect. Okay, now we take and put the tier 4 controller in place right there. And if we just stand right underneath this thing, I think we can make this work. We need to have our, why can't, there we go. Okay, so we need to get this wand thing, right? This assembler. And now if we just kind of click on this thing, it should start placing blocks, right? Is it placed in blocks? I think it is. Yes, it is. My blocks are falling down. My blocks are going away. Yep, we're placing the solar panels now. And we should be placing everything else. Is it configured? Is it configured? I don't think it's configured. What am I missing? What am I missing? You need to go away, dude. What am I missing? Tier 4, yeah. What are those? Okay. Did it place everything else? What am I missing? I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something. Oh. Yeah, something's not right here. It said that I needed 8 of these, right? These modifiers? Let's check. Oops, that's lightning rod. Nope, that's the assembler. Yeah, we're good. We're going this way. Solar array tier 4. 8 modifier cores. Yes, I have 8 modifier cores. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. Let's do something different here. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Oh, I changed the handle out on my axe. It had the wood on it already, but that wasn't doing what I wanted it to. It would repair itself, right? But I needed the magnetic thing, so yeah, so I changed that out. Let's try this now. So is it working? Is it done? I think it's done. Let's see if it'll charge anything. Normally it'll say that the assembly's complete, right? So, but it didn't say that this time. So let's do that. And this capacitor has nothing in it. So let's go ahead and place that down right there. Aha! And look at how much we're getting. Ooh, yeah. But I don't like these capacitors, right? I need to go ahead and put these down because we need to get power back to the base. But I don't like these capacitors. I don't like these capacitors at all. This should be full now, right? Or at least sending power back to the base. So what I want to do is I want to head back to the base, and I want to do a little something to. Or actually, do I really need the capacitors here anyway? I think I do. I think I do need the capacitors, but I think I want to upgrade these. I think I want to go with the vibrant capacitors or whatever. Oh, do I really want to do that? I'm not sure. Give me just a minute. I want to check something out. Okay. So yeah, I think that's something that we definitely want to do. I think we want to make some of these vibrant capacitors because they hold a lot more. The regular capacitor, it only holds 1 million RF. This holds 25 million RF. So I could put a smaller bank of capacitors there in the end and still be able to have like a buffer there before it gets to the overworld and starts charging up the energy core. So I think I want to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and see if we can make a recipe for this. Vibrant capacitor. We can do this a couple of different ways. We can either do it this way, where we need electrical steel, octadic capacitors, and a vibrant crystal, or we can set it up this way. Now, does this capacitor bank, regular capacitor? You got to have electrical steel anyway, either way. So I think the way that we want to go is I think we want to go ahead and just make these. Well, you know, I've got a bunch of these, so we probably should just go ahead and set the recipe up from this. Can I do that? No. Wait, yeah, vibrant capacitor bank. That's a capacitor bank. So if I did 2 of these, right? If I did that, I don't want 7 of those though. Ugh. Okay, give me 1. Okay, so if I did that and that. Okay, and then we need to have a vibrant crystal. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I need to make a vibrant crystal. Wait, don't I have a recipe for a vibrant crystal? I'm sure I made one. I'm sure I did. Let's make a recipe for a vibrant crystal because that's kind of important. P-A-T-T-E-R-N. I was sure I made one of those. I was sure I did. Give me that. Okay, put that over here. It certainly isn't there. I thought I just made one this morning. Oh well. All right, so we'll put that in there. So that gives us that. Oh, I should have made that. I should have let that crystal get made. Darn it. So vibrant. There we go. So now we can make the crystal. Cool. We only need one of those. We're missing... Oh, I don't know how to make nuggets. Okay, so we got to tell it how to make nuggets. So vibrant. Nuggets. Let's go ahead and make one of these. Nope, just one. Yep, start it up, please. It should come back pretty quick. Maybe, hopefully, don't really know. There we go. And then tell that, that's how you make nuggets. Cool. Put that over here. Scroll down, please. Thank you very much. There we go. So now we got vibrant nuggets. So now, vibrant, there we go. Go ahead and craft one of these, please. Okay, cool. That'll do that. Got it. Now, can we do this yet? We need octadic capacitor. So let's make a capacitor. We can go ahead and just make one of these so that we've got it for the recipe. Coolio, coolio. Come on. Make it faster. Go faster. There we go. Cool. All right, so now we got that. What else do we need? Vibrant capacitor. This thing right here. Can I do this now? No, because I don't have any vibrant alloy. Make another one. Thanks. Should have went ahead and told it to make two. We also need those capacitors that we had in our inventory. CAPA, capacitor. Basic capacitor bank. Okay, I have a question here. I don't know. Oh, those have power in them. These have no power in them. So we want to use the ones that have no power in them. Because if we try to tell it to use one that's got power in it, that'll probably lock up the recipe, which is no bueno. Vibrant. There we go. So we got our vibrant alloy in here now. So boom, 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 and boom. And it's not giving me anything in the recipe. Oh, because I need electrical steel. It's not this that it wants. It wants electrical steel, which it doesn't. Which I don't have a recipe for that either. So electrical steel. I have the electrical steel. So give me just one of those, please. Boom, 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 and boom. And it still isn't making... Oh, that's because these are octadic capacitors. Wow, I feel really dumb. Capacitors. There we go. Well, no. I was telling it that I wanted to make those, right? Which one do I want to do? Okay, I have these. I want to make these. The recipes are this, like that. Didn't I do this and it didn't work? I did. Capacitors. Oh, what? 5 million? Oh, there's another capacitor in there. Oh, we got to make this one first. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So, shift that recipe in there. And that should be these and these, right? Yeah, that's right. And then we need a double layer capacitor. Okay, so double layer, make please, start. Cool. Aha! Now we've got a 5,000 or 5 million RF capacitor. Now we can make the vibrants. Cool. Okay, and then we do this and this. Aha! Sweet. Wow, I don't know why I didn't recognize that there was one that was 5 million RF and one that was 1 million RF. I'm sorry. Anyway, so now we come in here like this, we can go like this, and we should, do I have a recipe for that first capacitor, CAPA? I probably do not. I do not. Okay, so let's make a recipe for that real quick too. That way we can make them. That should be pretty easy. We need regular capacitors for that, right? Or is it double layers? That's basic capacitors. Okay, cool. So we should be able to do that. Make one of these. Just make one. I only need to make one for right now. Start. No. We're in the wrong place. We need to be over here. Sometimes I get myself pretty tongue-tied up and it doesn't work out very well for me. Okay, so there's that. We need a redstone block. Redstone block. Cool. That's easy enough. start, and voila. Cool. Okay, so now we got that pattern. All right, I'm going to craft up several of these, and I will see you back in the end where we'll kind of finish up this episode. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back in the end. I've got 9 capacitors here, and if you recall in a previous episode where we were setting up this solar array, I said something about wanting to put a building here, right? So what I think we're going to do is we're going to kind of get the basic idea of this building before we start placing any of these capacitors. I mean, right now we're doing okay. We've got power going into the capacitor. We got power going into the dimensional transceiver, and so power's getting back to the main base. But I kind of want to see. I kind of want to get an idea of what we want this thing to look like. So this is in the wrong spot. This is definitely going to have to move, but that should be easy enough. We should be able to just break this, right? And we should be able to break this, right? Okay, and then we can just move that. So let's go ahead and fill that hole in, right? Go away, Enderman, you bother me. So we fill that hole in, and then we go ahead and we put our capacitors down, right? So our capacitors are going to go right about, let's see, this is the center line here. So yeah, capacitor is going to go right about here, and it's going to go all the way down to the ground, right? But it's going to go kind of like this. Boom, boom, and then boom, boom, and boom. So that 9x9, 235 million RF, or 2.35 billion RF, I think is what it'll actually hold. No, it'll just hold 225 million RF. Yeah, 225. Okay, cool. So that's a lot of that's almost 1/4 billion RF that this will hold just here in the end, right? So get this thing all kind of squared away, get the conduit in place so that it is bringing power into this. So go ahead and break this, boom, boom, and put this here, like so, right? So that's going to start charging that. We also want to kind of bring this out here a little ways. We're probably going to want to put this out here someplace close to the capacitor so that it can continue to power all of that stuff and also power the stuff, send power back to the energy core at the main base. But the other thing that I was kind of looking at is I've got some of this hardened stone and not hardened. Well, yeah, I've got hardened stone. I've got alabaster and I got basalt that I've been getting from the resource miner, right? And so what I've been kind of thinking about is what kind of structure do I want this to be? And so what I was thinking maybe is if we did something like this. Go away, you bother me. If we did something like this, and then maybe also put the basalt blocks in here, kind of, sort of. So we could do something like that. Let's go here and put these in like so, and then like this, right? And then maybe also something like this. I don't know how we'll. Oh, yeah, that's gonna look kind of stupid. What if we did this? And let's go ahead and take this out. Boom. No, put the same block back in. It's not what I wanted. I want that one. Yes. Okay. And then same thing here. And put that in. Do the same thing down here. And put that in. And bring that all the way across like so. And do the same thing right here. Right. And boom. Okay. And then this can be maybe a little bit more alabaster, possibly. I don't know. It's kind of boring. Of course, I'm kind of boring too. I'll tell you what. Let me play with this a little bit. Let me get the dimensional transceiver moved and play with some ideas here for kind of making this thing the way that we want it. And I'll come back and I'll see if we can see if we got a good plan for you. Okay, so I got a little room here. Let's go up here and take a look at it without aggravating any Enderman. I changed the way. Oh, that's not where I want. That's not where I want that. I actually want that right here instead of there. I want that kind of off the corners, right? Oh, I got blocks. Don't lose those blocks. Those are expensive. Well, they're not expensive actually. Let's go ahead and put this one in right here. So that's going to go right here, right? And I want these to be a little bit taller. Oh, don't make him mad either. Dang nabbit. Oh, not there. Ah. Give me that back, thank you. So yeah, I've been making these like one. I've been wanting to make these like one taller than the than the solar array, right? So the solar array is going to have black corners. It's going to have the white walls. I think that looks okay. Like I said, this one here is kind of in the wrong spot. So let's tear this down. That means that this is going to need to be alabaster, and that these right here will be those blocks. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking here is I'm thinking that I want to do some kind of roof, and I was thinking that maybe spruce would look okay. So I brought some spruce wood with me, and I brought a crafting station. So let's go ahead and turn this into spruce planks. We'll try this together and see how it looks. Probably won't get this finished today, but this will at least be a start, right? I moved the matter receiver back here a little ways. This thing is charging so well. Oh man, it's charging so nice. Anyway, so let's see if we can make some. Oh, how do we want to do this? I tell you what. Let's go with. Let's make some stairs to start with. I don't want to use all of this because I don't have very much, but let's go with, let's make 12. That way if I need to make some slabs or something, I can do that. But I want to come over here, right? And I want to make it so right about there, yeah? And the other thing is, which way do I want this thing to face? I don't need it to face anyway. Just go like this. So come along here like this, right? Okay, and then we'll probably put some stuff in here too. But then if we kind of go like this, does that look stupid? I don't think it does. I think that looks okay. And then in here, yeah, in here we can just kind of do something like this. So let's get some slabs. Yep, that's enough for now. We're gonna need a lot more of this, no doubt in my mind. But then if we come in here like so, and so that'll be the roof inside of here, and I think that looks okay. I want to be able to see this edge, and so if I did like this, I would be able to see the edge of the solar panel, right? Because that kind of gives it a decoration, yeah? Yeah, you know what? I think this will be okay. Let me get some more spruce wood growing because I am running pretty low, and I'll see if I can get this thing finished up, and we'll see what it looks like when we're done. Hang tight. Okay, I think we're in good shape now. I've got just a couple of more planks to put in, or slabs to put in here, but let me show you what we've got. First things first. Mega torch. I made this thing like forever ago for around the base there in the overworld, and never used it. But I went ahead and put it out here, and then flew off that way. You know, a couple hundred blocks, came back. No mobs. Love it. So anyway, let's see how this looks around the outside. I think that this is going to look pretty good. I think this is going to look okie dokie. We might want to try to mix in a few other blocks in here just in case. I went ahead and made hardened stone stairs for underneath here for the little gap that was in there, and I think that looks pretty cool. We've got everything all squared away on the inside, so let's go ahead and go down here and put in that slab, and I think that's going to be in good shape. Now, we are losing a bunch of power here, and I'm not sure exactly why that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this, this one here. I know why it is. We're losing power here again because we're sending power back to the overworld to charge up the energy core. But what I am going to do is I'm going to set this one up so that it's insert only. This one here will be extract. Okay. And actually, you know what? So right now, losing 1,200, anywhere from around 1,000 RF a tick. Break this. What's it doing now? Even. Haha. So it's those over there that are causing. Okay, so it's the resource miner and the ore miner that are really giving us a fit. The other thing that I'm curious about is right now this thing's neither gaining nor losing. This one is charging. It's not charging, I should say. It's sending power to the overworld. We need to go back to the overworld and see just how well our that's not the conduit that I want. See how well our our energy core is charging up. So let's go ahead and, whoops, I don't want that. Get that out of there. Boom, make that go away. Thank you. Okay, so that should take care of this building now for right now. Oh, we can't get back to the overworld yet because we need to charge our charged porter. I think the next level up, I think that's the second tier charged porter. I think it holds more energy. Whoops, I left it in there. I think it holds more energy. I might want to check that out. We'll have to see, and we'll have to check it out and see. But yeah, let's go check out the energy core, and then I think that's going to do it for today. We'll see how well this thing is charging now. It should be charging pretty well. Boom. Oh baby. Oh yeah, it's charging nice. It's charging real nice. It's getting 16,000 RF a tick put into it, so this thing will be filled up in no time. So what we'll have to do for what we'll have to probably do in the next episode or so is level this thing up once again. I think it just needs more redstone blocks and more more draconic blocks, draconic ingot blocks, because draconium blocks. That's it. I don't think you need to have awakened cores or whatever they are until later stages. So we'll check into that next episode maybe. But yeah, folks, I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much. Whoops, I just hit the wrong button. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Thank you so much for all the support and all the love and all the feedback in the last episode, and thank you so much to my Patreon support staff. You guys know who you are, and there's always a list at the end of the video to show you who my Patreon supporters are. If you'd like to be on that list, if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, pay attention to the little announcement at the end of this video, and it'll tell you about all of the, it'll give you how to get to where to get all the details to become a Patreon supporter. But once again, folks, thanks for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. A very special thanks to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to become a Patreon patron, visit my page at www.patreon.com/RB_plays to find out more details.